Hey guys, Crazy John DX here. I'm sorry. There's really no other way around it, but I'm sorry I couldn't get the video out ready. But just hear me out, if you can, please. See, I've been trying to make sure that I had all these videos planned for reviews and such. I recorded for Sonic Forces, I recorded for Axiom Verge, which was supposed to be out earlier today, but I just wasn't able to do that because of the fact that I was having depression episode of sorts and just anxiety building up, and just how do I even word this? I got a number of ideas for reviews to be ready. I'm working on a collab with a friend for Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I'm trying to do, as well as DMC, Devil May Cry, the reboot. I'm trying to do Sonic Forces. I'm trying to make Axiom Verge up today. I'm trying to make sure I can find time to record as well for reviews for Severed, Sonic Mania possibly, Super Mario Odyssey, Spider-Man 3 on the fucking 360, as well as various other games that I gotta make sure to do, and usually a lot of them are long. What I've usually done was just reviewing a set number of retro games, or even just one single retro game for recording for a tiny bit and just making a shorter review. All these long recording, it's just that these games are long, obviously. Granted, Metal Gear Rising was only 4 or 5 hours, but there are games that are taking up to 10 hours to record, and I don't like recording all in one go because of the fact that I try to space them out in multiple files, and not only that, but I don't like doing the same thing for a long time because of the fact that I don't know what it is. Maybe it's an attention thing, maybe it's just because of the fact that it starts to turn into a chore for me. I don't know, I like to do it at a certain pace, but the problem is these games take a while to record, and trying to do a weekly schedule every Wednesday at 2 p.m. is just trying to make sure it gets done in time. It's well, Saturday I was going to try and record that day and try to do Sunday for editing, but Saturday my friend said that he was able to stream, so we ended up streaming Cuphead, and I tried to do Sunday, yeah, but then Monday and Tuesday came by and I was just having a bit of a depression episode, and it's just, even right now I'm having a bit of a panic attack about it. It's just a tiny one though, thankfully. It's just I'm having a bit of an episode with breathing a bit. Just give me a moment. I'm just being stressed out, guys. I'm trying to make sure to stick to the schedule, but with all these games that I'm trying to record for, big ones that I want to try and do now that I got the capture card and now that I got all these systems and all these possible games to do, it's just, I don't know how other people do it. I don't know how Cat Icarus manages to do it, and with 2 videos, I think. I don't know if he still does the movie videos. I think I haven't seen those in a while. 2 videos on games a week, and the completionist who actually goes out of his way to complete the games and is not only doing them weekly, but also is streaming, while also recording regularly, to have all these games for that he already did for New Game Plus. I don't know how they do it. I'm here just trying to manage that I actually have to edit together the Arkham Knight video to be 3 parts because of how long it was taking, let alone for the editing as well, let alone for the recording and all that. It's just, I'm sorry, I'm just getting really stressed out and anxious about it, and it's just I don't know what to do. I want to ask these people for advice, but the problem is, not only am I so small that it'd probably go unnoticed, but when I try to ask them, some of them will end up thinking, oh, they just want a handout. Actually, it's not that I think they're gonna, it's not that they're gonna actually say it, it's that I worry that they would think that replying to me would be basically that they think that I'm asking for a shout out or something. But the thing is, I'm not trying to ask for a shout out. I just want advice on this because it's stressing me the hell out, and I don't know what to do, how to do this. Because here's the thing also though. I can understand if they'll think I'm wanting a shout out for this reason. Because of the fact that I want to be able to have fun with this, and I want to be able to do the recording and all that as well. However, I also want to make sure that more people end up seeing my work, and from what I've heard, daily or just plain old consistent uploading does manage to make it so that you get more people following you. Although I can say that that's bullshit, because I do follow this one guy on YouTube as well as Twitter. I'm just gonna give him a little shout out here. Double Z TV. Hope you're watching that. You're awesome, man. Who like does like wrestling videos, unboxing for like Wrestle Crate, which is like Loot Crate except with wrestling items and knickknacks, etc., etc., etc. But he uploads daily, and he does not actually get much in terms of views, and I haven't checked his sub count lately. I think he has like only 2,000 subs, and I've been subbed to him for like, I want to say years. I don't know how many, but it was definitely years. And yeah, and though you're probably thinking, oh well, how's he managing to do it all that well? Apparently, he does actually have an alternate channel, which is not his main channel, but he uses it to like upload like content. I don't know if it's monetized on there or not, but it is verified, and as far as I know, that's probably his other way of making money, just to have like people Google the clips that they want to check if they don't have WWE Network or whatever. I'm guessing WWE's okay with that, I guess. I don't know, really, honestly. I'm sure he's had like issues with copyright though, let's be honest. And I don't want to have to resort to that personally, but honestly though, Double Z, since even with you doing, yeah, if you're doing that though, props to you. I mean, as long as you're like happy with what you're doing as well and still managing to do pretty well with your channel and everything. I mean, personally though, I don't know if I can do that, because I don't know what I would be able to even do with that alternate channel like that. Not only that, but nevertheless, I'm just like, what I'm trying to say is that apparently, now that I think about it, consistent uploads isn't gonna get me noticed all that quickly. But at the same time, I do want to do my best to try and have an upload out every week. But at the same time, it's just stressing me out, and I don't know what to do, and I feel like I'm about to have another nervous breakdown, like the time I worked at a goddamn as a goddamn dishwasher in a kitchen at a veterans hospital in 2012. Sorry, NXT is on right now. I got a little distracted. That's why you're seeing the flashing bit. It's TM61 making their entrance. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I just don't know. I also don't want to like possibly let like Dan Adelman down. Like I mentioned, I mean, if you guys follow my Twitter at CrazySeanDX, you'll not only see the politics, but you'll also see that I sometimes manage to talk to Dan Adelman about like a possible Axiom review. I was basically like, I wonder if he would want to see me do a review on Axiom version. He was like, sure, I would be happy to see that. And I was like, I guess I'm doing a review now. Ended up recording and everything. I just didn't manage to get the clips, from other people, like make sure to give them credit and all that until today. And like, just first off, in case they watch this, I doubt they will, but Dan, I am very sorry I wasn't able to get the video out. I know that you've been patiently waiting, and I appreciate your patience. It's just I wanted to get it out by today, but I just had depression episodes, and then on top of the fact that, schedule anxiety and all that. Like, I think one of the things also that I have Asperger's syndrome. It's technically a kind of autism. And I think one of the things about it is that that people with autism have to stick to a set schedule for stuff. Like, I think is best shown in like the movie Rain Man. I don't actually know people's opinion on it, but point is that some people with autism, they have to stick to a set schedule, and if they don't, then if something goes wrong, or like something ends up unplanned or something like that, sorry, I'm cooking chicken. Everything ends up being out of whack, and suddenly you're in a panic mode. And that's basically me right now. I'm trying to have a set schedule for stuff, and I'm just in full-on panic mode. I just don't know what to do. Like I said, I want to make sure to have consistent uploads so that more people will check out my stuff and I can make more people laugh and all that, but at the same time, I just want to do it at my own leisure so that I'm not, like, pressured into doing this stuff too much. I think that's part of the reason why I didn't have a schedule from, like, the beginning of my reviews to roughly mid-2016. I'm just going to say mid-2016 because I don't know the exact date I started doing the weekly schedule. Because of the fact that I was able to, like take some time to relax and have, like, my own leisure thing. Although, at the same time, those videos were very poorly produced. They were unscripted. They were poorly edited for the most part. They were just like, I get it though that some people did enjoy that, especially Onyx, but they were just bleh. Like, I'm not proud of them at all that much. I've even said that I wanted to try and, like, at some point redo them, but I'm just being like mentally stressed out. Like, I'm like stressed out, especially because of the fact that I've been trying to like find time for other stuff. Like, I'm trying to find time to read this manga that my friend wants me to read. You can see it here, My Hero Academia. I haven't even gotten through the first volume yet. That's how stressful things are getting, and how I've just been like putting it off because of my fucking schedule and everything. And I gotta like, I know some of you know that I'm brony at the very least. I'm just trying to like make sure to find time as well to watch the rest of season 7. I'm not even done with season 7. Season 7's been done for a while now. Fucking Josh Scorcher put out the review for the season 7 finale weeks ago. And it's just, there's also the fact that there's like yesterday there was like a bunch of content that I wanted to try and like watch that was a backlog, and like normally I would think I was already like doing fine with it, but then Game Grumps decided to upload Space Quest 2, 2 hours long, and I was just like, oh come on, just fucking let me be. I don't want to say I'm burnt out, but it feels like I am getting burnt out. But I also don't want to change the schedule because I want to make sure that people do stick around to watch my stuff. The problem with that is, how do I put it? When I was first essentially kind of burnt out, I took a bit of a break in early 2017. My views before then, I believe, it wasn't often, but they did occasionally hit the hundreds per each video. And that was definitely something positive that I saw going on. But then I took the break, and I don't know if it's because of the trolls that came by or whatever, but the views, like once I put up Arkham Asylum, the views just were bad. They were low. Like I don't think Arkham Asylum even hit 50 by this time. I don't even know if it's even hitting, I think it's still at like 20 or 30 at the moment. I mean, I got like 800 and, it's fluctuating literally between 838 and 842 at this point. Like, it literally goes up and down and random sometimes. Because of the people unsubbing and subbing and not unsubbing and subbing. I don't even know what's going on with that, and I'm just like numb to it kind of. And yet, I barely even get enough views to hit the 50. Now, honestly, I should be grateful. I will admit that. Because I got a friend, you know, Onyx, who has like 881 subs. Maybe it's different now, I don't know. And his views, they're not even double digit. And I feel terrible knowing that while I still do get views, and while they're not as much as I used to get, I feel terrible that Onyx is nowhere near getting that much views normally, for the most part. Of course, I haven't checked his videos in a while. All I know is that there were some videos that I think got more views for whatever reason. Maybe because another YouTuber was checking out, but he still like didn't get that many in subs and all that. I just feel bad about it. I also feel bad that he's not, like, he's working hard to be a Twitch affiliate, and yet when he does it, he's like, I think he's got like enough followers and everything, but he doesn't have enough consistent viewers, unfortunately, and that is also sad. I don't even have the time to check out his streams and all that, let alone watch all of his content in full, and I feel bad about that as well, and it's just piling on the stress even further. I just don't know what to do. I can't. Ugh. I feel like I'm having a bit of a breakdown now as well, because I just got so much piled up, and it's like my sleep schedule is already bad enough because I'm like trying to go to bed early, but I end up always like staying up on the computer a bit later, and I fall asleep around 2:30 in the morning. I end up waking up late enough. I think at one point I woke up afternoon, and I don't mean in the afternoon. I mean like sometime after 12 o'clock noon, and I was just like, crap, I lost like a few hours I could have normally had. And it's just, I'm failing to have enough time in the day to do this stuff, and it's just like, I'm actually trying to still find time to play games casually even, and I can't even do that! Not to mention I started up Omega Ruby again, and when I get to a game like that that I especially enjoy, I can't stop playing any other game until I finish through this again, and it's just I feel like I'm setting myself up for failure. Not for the channel, but for trying to keep a schedule and not lose my shit. I'm sorry this went on for like 15 minutes now, but I just don't know. I'm feeling like I'm about to explode. Even though I'm feeling like the anxiety building up and I'm feeling like I need fresh air or something like that, but I can't really go out because it's dark, and I already know that there's like, in my area, there's occasionally situations where there could be crazies out at night, and I think I even heard a gunshot at one point. I'm not entirely sure. All I know is that I tend to hear them, but I'm worried as to whether or not they're fireworks or gunshots. I mean, apparently there's like supposed to be an echo for only fireworks, and guns don't have one. However, I believe I did hear a like one with an echo, and I'm pretty sure that it was not a firework because of the fact that it was like 3 consecutive ones, and I was like, God damn it, that's a goddamn gun. I'm just like, okay, I guess also there's a pain one that. Yep. I'm just like, I wish I could get advice for this, but as far as I know, I can't get any advice from any of the bigger YouTubers, whether it be because of the fact that they may think that I'm just asking for a handout and won't respond, or whether it be because they're just too busy to respond, or because I'm such a small boy and they already get so many responses, just like so many asks or like tweets already that they'll probably never see it, and that as well just like bothers me because I don't know if or when they're gonna respond to any plea that I would give out, and it's just like, ugh. Like right now I'm just like panic, in a bit of a panic mode, and I just want to cry. But you know, I think I got the message across. 17 minutes in, and I think I got the message across. I feel like I'm going to be repeating myself from here on out. So yeah, I'm sorry about how nothing was ready and all that. I just hope that you guys can understand my situation. In fact, I'm sure a lot of you guys, whether you're watching me or not, can understand a thing about mental illness here and there, and understand that I'm only human. I can't just like do all this and like not feel overwhelmed. I don't know. I just don't know what to do, and that's just adding to the stress. And it's just, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like making this go longer, and I already said that I've said enough, but I keep going on. And it's just, I'm sorry. In a way, though, I'm kind of glad that I don't even have the option to monetize this, because this is talking about mental illness. I'm going to be titling this something that probably shouldn't be monetized at all. And it's just, I'm just like running out of steam right now, and I don't know what to do about it. I hope you guys understand. Now, know this much. I love each and every one of you guys. I love each and every one of my fans. I love each and every one of my friends. I love each and every one of my family members. Yeah, actually, yeah. I love each and every one of the Facebook followers that I have all over my self memes. I love making the self memes for you guys, and I love that people enjoy that much in terms of what I do with that. I love that people do enjoy my content, even if the views are small. I love that people enjoy my content, and I live for that stuff, but right now I'm just like in a bit of a panic mode because of the future, and I know I shouldn't stress about that, but here we are. Oh, hey, Pete Dunne and Roderick Song. Anyway, I hope you guys understand. Big hug, alright? Big hug. Ugh. This is the best I can do for a hug. I mean, I already got back issues of my own, so I'll see you guys. I honestly don't know, honestly. I mean, granted, there's going to be a stream next week for Cuphead with my friend. That's definitely a given. Like, that's going to happen. In fact, if I can just mention one more thing. I want to be able to stream more, trust me. But also, I want to be able to do it when I'm able to, like, I want to be able to stream and at the same time have the footage recorded as an archive. But I don't mean, like, with the face cam or with the chat in it. I want to be able to record the footage for a proper review, like, you know, with the audio, not with me blabbering about, and anything else like that, to make like so that the audio is like untouched, the video is perfectly fine, and just that it's just a regular game footage. But after looking up some stuff, I found that it is not entirely possible to do that with my current hardware. I've even like debated putting up a sort of campaign like GoFundMe or Insta whatever the hell there is, but I feel like that's going to be very dishonest to do. And not only that, but just again, like, I have an i5 processor, but I only got 8 gigs RAM, and I got like an Intel graphics card, and I just want to be able to like, I want to be able to like stream and record at the same time. But after a discussion with like some people on the Twitch Reddit, apparently doing that too much will cause the damn thing to fry. And I'm just like, and while I was rendering on occasion every week at some points, that's still like, I can't just like do it too much like that. So it's already gonna, it's just gonna be ending up like too much for my system. Not only that, but I've kind of been wanting to like look into 3DS capture cards, but those are expensive, and some aren't even being made anymore because the guy like ran out of hardware for that. And I also don't want to mod this thing because I still want to buy on the eShop, and I don't know anything about that. And I also don't want to potentially brick this. I'm more like at home with being able to mod a PSP because I've known more about that after looking it up and was like very careful. But I don't want to I don't want to brick this because of the fact that it's my Nintendo Network ID on this. It's my fucking save data and all that on this that I don't want to lose, and just oops, fucking mouse. Sorry. I'm sorry, I kept this going for a bit longer. I let's. I got a lot on my mind. I'm sorry. I'll I'll likely see you guys next week for the stream, but for an upload, I don't know. I just don't know. Take care, guys.